Good morning. It is October 1st. If you're new, welcome. My name is Ann. I am a mother of two. I am a writer and crochet artist. And welcome to my little corner of the internet. So, I've also gotten into writing. I think my last vlog I finished in June, so, I took most of the summer off, just took a break. Life got a little crazy with the kids, summer vacation, all that. And at the end of my last vlog, I was on chapter 1 of my story. Now I am halfway through chapter 6, and my story is basically two childhood neighbors, parents are best friends, and in their mid-teenage years, they find out that they like each other. The male lead character goes to jail, and the female main character goes to college, and she is brought back to town around the same time that the male lead character gets out of jail. And they actually try to have a relationship, and now they're dealing with their own problems, like their insecurities, not feeling good enough. And the story is really just how they navigate things, and how, no matter what they go through, they're still there for each other. They're still the ride or die, and I'm loving it so far. I am loving it. I haven't written a full story in a long time. I think my last one I finished completely was 2021, 2020, around there. But yeah, that's my little writing update for now. And I'll check in when I have more stuff. Good morning. Today is October 6th. I tried to write a little bit the other day. So now I am starting chapter 7. And this part of the book ends up kind of taking a turn, and it's starting to get a little dark. So in the 4th chapter of my book, it started to get dark. We deal with the finding out why the female main character ends up dropping out of college, and I don't know, she kind of uses it as part of the reason why she came back to town. And then something kind of tragic starts off chapter 7. And the way I plotted this was, kind of like therapy. So in the story, my female main character, her name is Story. Her mother, Mara, has stage 4 breast cancer. And I ended up losing my Nana when I was 10. to breast cancer. So I'm kind of interested to see if, like, a lot of the feelings I felt is going to come back. Because technically when I write my stories, like, a lot of it is basically therapy. Like, little tidbits of it. Yeah. So, and I actually wanted to show you guys something because, so where I am right now, this is not our usual background at all. It's actually a little beach that's right next door to where my grandmother used to live. Like, my family used to take pictures in this field, and it's right by the water. Like, you can see where I work from here. And just, it's an interesting, like, full circle. Like, so, yeah, so I'm going to show you. Let me see if I can do this. Alright, maybe not. I haven't figured this out yet. But, like, this is the field. And then my grandmother's building was there. And then all this. Like, it's a surreal kind of place. Like, I don't know. It's peaceful. It's peaceful, and it always, like, grounds me. Like, I don't know. Like, certain places will bring nostalgia and will bring me happiness and peace, and I love it. So, just kind of wanted to share this with you guys. Hi guys. So, I just finished chapter 7, and I knew this was going to be a rough chapter because it's a very big incident that happens. And I knew certain feelings were going to come out. But then I was writing a scene, and I don't know, I've been finding, like, with this story, like, sometimes it takes a mind of its own. And there is a conversation between my female main character, whose name is Story, and her little sister, Lyric. And Lyric has been taking care of Story's mom, who has been very sick. And in this chapter, their mom passes. So I already knew, like, the feelings with loss and grief were going to come up. Okay. Another thing that I guess I wasn't expecting coming out was just the way I wrote Lyric. Is she is very opposite of Story. So Story is a very passionate, kind, selfless person, whereas Lyric is very goal-oriented and very stubborn, and it comes off as selfish. And the two sisters are 3 years apart. So Story is 21 and Lyric is 18. at this point, Lyric is going off to college in a different state, where Story dropped out of college with like a couple semesters left to help take care of her mom. And other reasons which the book explains. But in this scene that I wrote, it's the two girls kind of ended up like having two very different outputs in it. So, like, this part of the story takes place in August, where, you know, college starts, and like Story's little siblings go back to school, and this is when Lyric is entering college, so she's getting ready to leave, on top of, you know, just losing her mother, and she wants to just keep moving on with her life, and, you know, actually go out to this different state and focus more on her dreams. Whereas, you know, yes, they just lost a mother, and Story's like, don't you think you should be here with us? Like, and I get it. I'm like, because I have a younger sister who is very goal-oriented, and the way this kind of just came out was literally like me and her butting heads. Like, sometimes my younger sister will think she is better than me because she has she chose a better career. But also the way she was brought up, the way I was brought up, were very different. We're 6 years apart. And everything just hit home. Everything just really, really hit home. So that's my writing update. I finished chapter 7. I am very proud of myself because I knew it was going to be a tough chapter to write. But I think I'm going to stop the vlog here, and I hope you guys have a good rest of your day.